everybody, welcome to Ken Knows Gambling, and it's Sunday, and that normally means crappy Sunday. Excuse me. Except today, I'm not going to be talking about craps. I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about our weekend in sports. And I know for you guys that don't participate in my sports betting or care about sports betting, you're going, damn, that's not what I wanted to see. But I need to clear some things up. I had one or two emails. I think my over and under system, I don't think folks are 100% sure on how to do that. We won it. We won $73 on it, but I think there's still some non-clarity, I guess. But we won money today. But I want to go over that. I also want to go over my live betting. And I want to talk to you guys about that. Now, I didn't need my live betting to win money today. If you guys bet exactly what I bet on today, you won money, period, okay? But I want a little bit more because of how I do my live, and maybe I'll get some comments from everybody how maybe I can do this to help you with the live betting, because I just use live betting almost every weekend if I feel I'm in trouble or if I feel I need to press a little bit. And I did one of each today, so we'll talk about that. But anyway, also the last thing I want to talk about, and I wanted to do this on video. Over on my website, I put a donation link. There's a couple of donation links. Excuse me, I still have a cold from that COVID. I put donation links on there for those sports people, and I'm not talking about the craps and roulette and everything I do, but basically the sports people, because I know I've made a lot of money for folks. I know that I have. And I still will never, ever, ever, ever ask anybody for money. I will still never do Patreon. I'll never do subscriptions. I'm going to give you everything free as the way I do it, always. But for those that are making money with me, and you feel that maybe you want to donate $1 or $2 here and there, I'll take it. So I did set up a donation link on my website. There's a couple of them I've got scattered, so you don't have to look for it. And then on regular YouTube, I'll just put links in the bottom of the description how you can do that. And I won't mention that all the time. I'll just have it there in writing. It's just, something to help with the cost of what I do and all that. And so for those that might be so inclined to do so, thank you so much. I would really, really appreciate it, but you don't have to. Nobody has to do a dime ever, and that'd be okay too. I just got it up there, just for those that might want to. All right, enough about that. Let's go to the whiteboard, because this is where I'm going to explain a couple things. We're going to go to the whiteboard, and let's just go ahead and do that. And I'll be right back here in a second. We'll get to the whiteboard, and we'll get to it. All right, everybody, we're over here at the whiteboard, and the first thing that I want to talk about is this over and under system. I'm also using my old camera stand, so I really have to watch this camera to make sure it don't take off on me like that. But I think some of the biggest confusion was on this over and under system. Let me explain it to you, how it actually happened and how I actually bet it, okay, and how you should have bet it too. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm picking two teams or two games. The Dallas game, and they were playing Philly. And then Tampa was playing the Carolina Panthers. All right, so for today, I've got Tampa, Dallas, Tampa, Dallas, Tampa, Dallas. All right, when I show this to you, I may get out of camera shot, but that's okay. I want you to see this rather than see my fat face, okay? So here's the bet. When you do the over and under system like I do it, you bet all 3 parlays, okay? You bet all 3 of them. We know 2 of them will go down. We know this. We're hedge betting here, okay? Hedge betting. So this is the way I gave it out. The Dallas and the Dallas game, Dallas and Philly, over 41.5, hooked in a parlay to the Tampa game, Tampa and the Panthers, over 40. Okay? That's parlay number 1. Parlay number 2 was the same Dallas game, over 41. At this time, the Tampa game, under 40. Okay? Next, the third parlay. The Dallas game, under 41.5. And the Tampa game, over 40.5. Everything is the same. You're just betting the same 2-team parlay, but your bets are different, okay? In this case, Dallas crushed them, all right? It went 70 some odd points, and when I talk about live, I'm going to talk about this game too. So the Dallas game went over 40, and Tampa rolled. They crushed them. So we win this one. Okay? So if we win this one, our first one, we must have lost the other 2. We did. Okay? The Dallas game did go over, but our hedge of under 40 didn't make it on the Tampa game. And then the Dallas game went over. So we lost on that under bet. So we lose 2 of our parlays. So what? All 3 parlays was $100 to win $273. Okay, that means we put $300 out, right? You're thinking, oh my God, we're going to lose 2 of them. Yeah, you're going to lose $200. But the one that we won, which again is 100 to win 273, that 273 right there got our $200 back that we're going to lose here. We profited $73 using this system. The only thing that would have beat us would have been the under. If the Dallas game would have went under and the Tampa would have went under. Well, that's gambling, folks. But what I'm doing to start with is I'm picking 2 games that I think are going to go over anyway. Okay? I know I did have somebody, and I think he won. I think he only took one of the parlays. And he took the... he took the Dallas under. No, he didn't either. He took, I think he took this one. He took one of them. I think this is the one that hit. I think he just picked this one, and it happened to win. So he bet 100 to win 2, so he won better money. You can do that. You can, when I put these 3 parlays out as an over and under system, you can just go, well, I'm not going to hedge that much. I'm just going to take one of them. I think this one will hit. You can do that, but if it doesn't, then you're going to lose 100. All right? So anyway, that kind of betting isn't for everybody, and I get it. But I did want to explain how I do in what I call the over and under system. And that is, I'm going to pick out 2 different matchups, and I'm going to have 3 different parlays with the same teams, with the same over and unders, but different, so I can catch one of them. Yep, I'm risking 200, technically 300 to win 73, and a lot of people think that's nuts. But That's just how I do it. And oh, by the way, since I started this new thing for everybody, and I'm only putting things out that I'm betting on, I'm going to go get my paper over here in a second. We are 2-0 on the over and under system. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and erase this, because the next thing we're going to talk about is live betting. And y'all give me a second while I write this down. I know this bores you right here. Sorry, I should have pre-planned better. All right, there we go. I may cut that out, y'all. I know it took me some time, but I probably won't. I'll probably leave it just like it is. But anyway, let's talk about what happened today. All right, we had a 4-teamer. We had the Titans, Tampa, the Colts, and another one. Doesn't matter. The Colts went down. The Colts have beat me now twice. I really, really hate the Colts right now. But we had bet $50 to win 56 on that 4-teamer. So if you bet with me on that one, we went down and we lost $50. That's okay. Then we had a 2-teamer. We had Tennessee money line and we had Tampa Bay money line. They both win. Now, Tennessee scared me a little bit. They were crushing them, and they let them get back too close. But anyway, Tennessee won. So we bet $100 to win 48. So we won the 48 on our 2-teamer. We lost $50 on our 4-teamer. So technically, at this moment, we're negative $2. However, our over and under system came through and we won $73 on that. So we won 48, we won 75, and we lost 50. Basically, we come out $73 to the good. I don't think my math is right on that. $71 to $73, somewhere in the 70s. We won. Let me look at this because this bothers me. 75, 25, and 48, 58, 68, 69, 71, $73. That's exactly what we won. So if you bet with me, between yesterday and today, without doing any live betting, and you did exactly what I did, exactly the amount of money that I did it for, you won $73 today. Not bad. So we were up 175 last week. We won 73 this week. You're making money, just like I promised you. Now, this segment is going to be about live betting. What did I do live? So here's my problem. When you're doing live betting, those odds are changing like this. I only have time to see. What am I doing? I do not have time to, because I'm not doing a sports service. I don't have time to make phone calls or, live videos or whatnot. I mean, I'm watching it as it happens and I'm making bets. And I did 2 of them today, actually. I'm sorry, I did one yesterday and I did one today. But it's because I'm doing it live, I don't have time to tell you guys what I just did, which sucks for you guys. But again, if there was a better way, if you guys have a better way that I can do it. But here's the problem again. I took, just so you know, the Dallas was crushing. I knew I had the over. I was going to win that no matter what. I had it won at halftime. It was over the 41.5 at halftime. So I knew with that over and how I bet these parlays, I had $73. I knew it. Now I wanted to use live betting to pad that win. It's like you guys being on the craps table, and you press. I wanted to press. So the second half, when I was watching, and the over just kept going up, and it kept going up, and it kept going up, but quickly, okay? Finally, I landed on over 62.5 points. I bet $100 to win 95. And I don't remember where it was because it moves fast. But once I should have done it. I had it below 60 at one time, but I didn't. I even procrastinated. But nonetheless, I landed on over 62.5 for a whole, bet 100 to win 95. It hit. I mean, hell, Dallas ended up scoring 50 by themselves. So I padded money. That's like me taking money and pressing with craps. I had it. Dallas was rolling. That was a really good live bet. So I won an extra 95. Then we know that the Colts were getting their ass whipped by the rotten Jacksonville Jaguars. Now remember last week I think I bet on Jacksonville. I took plus 22 points, but I figured, well, they're the worst team, but hell, nobody loses by that many. They got their ass tore up. Well, this week, the Colts needed to win to get in the playoffs. They're playing a 2-13, whatever they are, Jacksonville sucky team. And Jacksonville comes out from the gate and starts beating her ass. Hey, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. So here's what I did. I knew my 4-team parlay was going to go down because I had the Colts in it. What did I do? I did a live bet, and I took Jacksonville minus 5.5 points. What a walk in the park that bet was. I saw that, and it went way higher later. I got it while it was down. So I took Jacksonville minus 5.5. Well, they won by way more than that. They stomped them, right? And I bet 100 to win 80. So I won another $80 on top of the 73 me and you won. I won 95 and 80. One as a press and one to save the fact that I was going to lose $50 on the parlay. Wow. All right, hold on, y'all. Phew. Had to get me a Coke. I'm running this particular video as if I was alive. I actually am, but I'm not editing. So if you were looking for a really perfectly edited video, you ain't getting it. I want you to have the flippant information. Information is key here, and not, the perfectness or non-perfectness of how I do this camera. All right. So now let's go over the record again. So my 4-teamer went down. My 2-teamer won. My over and under system won. All I need is one of those to hit, which it did. So for those of you that couldn't live bet, don't know how to live bet, you won $73. I live bet, added to it by a couple of live bets. So overall, my NFL is 8-2. If you just look at it, win-loss record. My live betting, I am now 3-0 on live betting, 3-0. And my over and under system is 2-0. On my parlays, I am now 2-1, I believe. I'm 2-1 on my parlays as a whole. Okay. Anyway, that's what I wanted to cover with you guys today. Live betting and my over and under system. I wanted you to really, really understand this over and under system. So either you pick one of those teams, and then or one of those segments of those three, and then it just becomes a parlay bet, like any other parlay bet. And if it don't go exactly the way you got it, you lose it. I believe in hedging. I do. I'm a hedge meister, and I learned that from John Patrick. I'd rather win a little bit on a bunch of stuff than try to go for the home run on one game. All right. Now, where I might need y'all's help, since I'm not a service and I can't spend, 24/7 setting up live videos and all that, and sometimes as a sports gambler, you have to make moves in a second. 1 second, 2 seconds, either way, you can lose a live bet. So you do have to necessarily be careful with live bets, because you can make a bet to press, or you can make a bet to make up for a game is going to lose, but that you can lose that one too. And now you're in double jeopardy, so you got to know what you're doing. But if y'all have a way that I can give this to you, share it with me. I just don't think there is one. I don't think there is one, because by the time on that Jacksonville game that I took them at -5.5, by the time I could even think about giving it to you guys, even if I went on live right that second, by the time y'all see that I'm live, look at what I'm doing, by the time you can get over to Bovada and try to do that, it ain't 5.5 anymore. It might be higher where I wouldn't do it. There's my problem with the live. So again, learn live betting. Learn live betting. And then also, if you ever make a bet that you don't like it, Bovada generally, over where your ticket is, over where you've made the bet, it shows you how much you bet, how much you're going to win. A lot of times they'll let you out of it if it's early enough. They may take a few bucks, just for doing it, but they might give 98% of it back to you. Just look for that under your bet. When you look under there, it goes, hey, what are my open bets? Look at open bets. And then under each bet, if it'll let you, sometimes it won't do it. It'll just go, I'm going to take your money. That's fine. But look under each of your open bets. Sometimes it'll let you out. And sometimes it's better to take a few dollars or donate a few dollars to them and get most of your money back than to lose it all. So you guys look at that too. So, but if you have any questions on any of that, obviously give me a comment, questions or whatnot. I just don't think there's a way that I can give it out to you at a moment's notice. Now, if I was a live service and, like some of those guys out there and you're giving them $100 a month and they got 200 and 300 people doing it and they're making 15 grand a month on you, but giving you good service, then there's probably a way that you can in real time or close to real time give out this information for all your people. But I'm never going to subscribe this thing out. I'm going to do it like that's why I put the donation button on there. But anyway, I don't think there's a way other than just you guys have to learn live betting. You have to get comfortable with it. Just get on there. You could there's games going on right this second. You can get on there. You got that Sunday night game going right now. You can get on there and just follow the live betting. Just follow how this thing moves. When this team scores, boy, that thing will drop. Or if the other team scores, it raises. And it's just up and down and up and down. Watch it. Maybe make a bet. Maybe, maybe the game was an over and under for whatever it was. And you can see that over and under move. And you go, oh, I see how this is going. Get used to it. Make a $5 bet, $2 bet on what you think. play with it. You guys got to get over there and play with live betting so you can get comfortable with the movements, how the game is flowing, how you know it's flowing, and make a bet accordingly. You can make a lot of money on live betting because you have more information while the game's going on than you do before. Okay? All right, y'all. Well, that's it for today. I appreciate you letting me come on here and be unedited and all that. If you like this thing, give me a thumbs up. And if you don't, well, you know what to do. But maybe consider subscribing. And but the best thing you can do for me is share this video. Share this video to anybody that you think this channel will help. So until the next time, y'all, I appreciate you. Be great.